Well, it's only taken us 3/4 of an hour to try and get a sound to actually sound not stupid out of these three pedals, but hey, welcome to Anderton's TV.
This is very now, isn't it? This is very now.
Very
this is
now.
like hip. It's hip to be
a synth
square wave.
Pete said to me, Lee, DNC.
Lee.
He said we should shoot out some synth pedals. I was like, oh, I hate these videos. Just make shitty
But
guitar
this makes
noises.
it good. This is what makes it good, right?
So I agreed. Yeah, fine.
I'm like, let's just try it. It's everywhere. Everybody's done
Everyone's
videos on these. We saw these two at NAMM. Everyone is talking about the Meris pedals and the Enzo. And I'm like, okay,
right.
Let's just do it.
Let's just do it. And I, like, literally, I wasn't convinced, and I said to Pete about 55 times before I'm not doing it. I'm walking out. I'm leaving. Don't make me do this. And then literally,
and then this started.
This happened.
This little bit here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this bit out. And I was like, oh, he's done it again. He's pulled the loop out. And then I went, what if we turn this on? And in fairness, I think it was on this mode before, wasn't it? Anyway, enough of that. So I'm into it now. I'm happy to do this review shootout thing, whereas I wasn't before.
See?
I'll be honest with you. There's a really simple pedal to explain, a marginally more complicated to explain, and one I have no idea about. We're just going to have to twiddle the knobs and see what it does.
Yeah, this is insane, this thing.
It's mad.
Yeah.
So let's start with the easy one, shall we?
Let's start with the easy one.
Mono Synth from Electro-Harmonics. Mono meaning monophonic, not mono, well, mono as well, but monophonic, so only works if you play one note at a time, as opposed to polyphonic, which means you can have multiple partners. I know, so that's a different
No, that's another city in
so it's got, 10 different types of synth wave in it, volume for your dry guitar sound, volume for the synthy sound, a sensitivity, and a control button, which just, do you know what? I don't know what it does. I might have to read that, but anyway, we'll find out.
We'll find out let's find it by trial by fire.
Trial by fire.
It's got a dry output, it's got a synth output, it's got an expression pedal. So
we are using the synth output, but if you just use the synth output, you can still get dry signal out of it like this. So that's your dry control, synth control. And if you find, really, the reason I think for blending the dry in is if you find the tracking a little bit frustratingly lagging on here, if you put a little bit of the dry signal in, it kind of obscures that. I better read what the control button does before we go any further in this demo in case it's important.
Is anything important?
This knob can be used to control a specific parameter for each synth type. See synth type description. So yeah, basically it just changes stuff about the synth thing.
Perfect.
So let's just try a couple of these.
Okay.
Here we go.
Try to turn that knob while I do one note.
In an extra...
Yeah, an extra harmony on it.
Do blast, because we all have a...
Is it called blast?
It's called
Let's have a blast.
Blast,
It's not-
blast with your fingers, Pete.
I must admit, okay.
Okay,
so,
okay, okay.
If first off the bat, the tracking is not very good.
Right.
Can I say that?
Of course you can.
Okay. I don't think it's super good. So if you want to play slow things, then it's fine. But if you want to go, oh, that's actually better. The track's a little bit better.
But they're all going to have...
That's better.
All these kind of synthy sound pedals have slightly ropey tracking on them. But anyway, here we go. Bass.
Oh, that's like it.
It's been a long time since... So anyway, that's the mono synth. It's really easy to use.
Yeah. You can actually save some presets in there.
Well,
as well.
one preset.
Oh, one
basically,
preset.
yeah.
That's not very many, but it's one than more than none.
Essentially, I believe the software in the mono synth is using the same kind of software that it's in all the sort of the B9s and the C9s
Oh,
that
they're great pedals.
Electro Harmonics have done. So it's all that kind of guitar to a different type of soundy type pedal. The Synth 1. This is the longest manual we've ever had. It literally is written on a postage stamp.
That's the light, Keeley. It's like turn it on and click some stuff.
I think this is quite synthy, isn't it? This is more analogy synthy sort of thing. Here we go. It's the output of the synthesized signal is ran through. Even the grammar's wrong on this manual. It's is run through a Moog-inspired low-pass ladder filter. 4 single-order low-pass filters in series with a response of 50 Hz to 5,000 Hz at minus 24 dB per octave for the square, sort, and sine programs.
Guitar.
Okay, right.
Guitar. No guitar player's going to read that, are they?
In, out.
Maybe.
Shake it all about.
Come
Level, attack, blend.
Attack!
Filter, chaos mode, 3 different types of sine waves or square waves,
Yeah.
and saw waves and sine waves, and an on-off switch.
Sign out,
Let's
sign in.
check this mother out.
Okay, take it off chaos mode so the whole planet is not going to collapse on
Okay,
itself.
we'll have everything sort of at half.
That's a clean.
So blend, obviously, totally dry signal, totally synth. So I think for this demo, we'll just leave it on the synthy setting,
Yeah, I think
right?
you might need to sort of just take it
Little
back
bit,
sometimes.
like-
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Wow, take the filter down a bit. I think this one here is a little...
It's usable.
I tell you what, it tracks.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think this is a blues lick pedal. I think you're better off staying with your like big fat.
No, this is like a groove thing. This is you're gonna like. That's great for that. This synth lick. Like, you know, the old.
Okay.
But I'm very. Listen to this, right? Before we touch anything,
okay.
I'm bending. Like you have a beat bend a bar on a keyboard.
Was it Radio Gaga, the Queen solo, that's got that sort of slightly synthy?
I really like that. This can't do that.
No. This totally. This is the synth one is much more chaotic, isn't it? The mono synth is fundamentally taking your guitar sound, making a synthy kind of sound, and it's relatively normal, if that makes sense. This is like, don't know what it's going to do. It's going to respond differently to how hard you pick, what notes you play.
I like that though.
Oh yeah, I mean it's kind of
like
analog synthy,
I had it,
isn't it?
Like 2 minutes I plugged it in at some point when we got it.
So let's try and. I think if you let one note go, it'll be something from Flash Gordon where Emperor Ming comes in. I've just got this thing.
You're in chaos
expression pedal here will control the filter, which I think is half the fun. I am the human expression pedal for this particular demo. Here we go.
I mean, I'm enjoying this. I can do this all day long. I really like that. I think
sure
it's cool.
you do,
because it tracks really nicely.
I think it needs some heavy delay on it as well, just to sort of layer
delay
up
and reverb.
epic things.
Is it? Yeah, maybe, but it's, you know, if
Well,
you're
that was why that was sounding fun, because it was going to beep, boop, beep. I mean, if that's your thing.
You're just so lost. You're lost. It's great. But this is what you're uncomfortable with it.
It is.
You have to do things you're uncomfortable with every day.
I bet if Jimi Hendrix was here or someone like that, he'd be getting some wicked things.
Exactly. He would love this stuff.
I'm saying he would.
Anyway, talking about Jimi Hendrix, let's move on to the Enzo.
Can we have a delay pedal at least at the end of this video?
No.
I'm not playing anymore.
No, you cannot.
Fine.
Okay, so as far as I can understand with this...
This has got a really cool manual with it. Look, it's got like a picture of the inside of a car, like a Trans Am Pontiac or something like that. And then it expands out to like...
The whole thing.
The whole car. What car is that? You know, that's a Trans Am Pontiac?
No, that's an old... It's really wide in front, so it's like... Oh,
no, it's not really wide.
No,
it's like just perspective.
Cadillac.
Pete.
That's like a Cadillac.
The front bit's closer than the.
No, it's a Cadillac. Look.
That's a Caddy?
Yeah, because it's got these big wings.
Where can I go under the camera? What is that, everybody? Is that a Caddy, or I think it's a Trans Am Pontiac or a Firebird or something? Seriously, Taylor just farted mid-shoot. He's never done that before. What's going on? Taylor must be. He's bored. He's getting all rebellious.
He's bored.
Right.
This is
Unveil the Universe Within.
Oh, godly! Look at this. Start, and it's on. Press to start. Global setting configuration
not doing
mode.
global settings. Where's just good sounds? Right. Pitch.
Okay.
Changes the pitch of the synth or dry signal in half-step increments. That's that one.
Yeah.
Alt function portamento. Smoothly glide from one synth note to another.
Let's turn it off.
Yeah, I like that. Portamento. So where's the alt function? So is this all functions when you hold it down and adjust that at the same time? I see. Sustain increases the sustain of the synth notes.
Yeah.
Right, so essentially you hold that button down whenever you want to do like the alternate modes of any of these buttons.
I see, okay, cool.
Right. Tap sets the time for the integrated delay and arpeggiated synth.
Ooh.
And if you hold the Alt button down, it changes the filter envelope from trigger envelope to envelope follower.
Wow.
Still with me?
Still with me?
Yeah, okay. Mix adjusts the balance between the dry and the wet signals. Probably just about got that. Oh, I see. And the Alt function sets the level of a single delay tap from minimum to mid.
Wow.
Great. Modulation detunes the oscillators of each synth voice. And poly, press to select the mode. Oh, I see. So poly mode is multi-voice synth with polyphonic chord tracking.
Yeah.
Mono is single voice dual oscillated synth with monophonic tracking.
Yeah.
ARP turns your chords into sequenced pattern. It's arpeggiator, right? Sequence pattern linked to the tap tempo. So we'd probably want ARP. How do you get ARP on then? Which one is ARP?
I don't want to get up in the morning.
I'm confused. So what is ARP? ARP.
Well, why don't we just try? Isn't that ARP when you got bad...
Is ARP just when that's lit as well?
Maybe they're off when it's off.
No, you've got Polo, Mono and ARP. Maybe both are on and then you get...
Okay, so both on is...
Both on is the arpeggiated mode.
Arpeggiated mode, yeah.
Bypass obviously disables the bypass. Oh, and if you hold this down and bypass, it changes from a sawtooth to a square wave.
Wow. And then there's a few
MIDI.
settings there, right?
No, this is just all the different MIDI channels.
Like a synth level.
No, that's
you
just...
can do stuff. I see.
I got to be honest with you. I prefer this side of the manual.
If you're inside it and just sleeping. Okay, so let's turn it on now.
Yeah, I think it's just got to get some crazy sounds.
Okay, so now both off. Let's see what
what's
that
it
does.
doing? That's the set.
It sounds like those Mars Attacks things.
Really loud.
Wow!
What is that? That's do 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 do. You play that chord and no, you. There's a bit in that Cars song where the synth line comes in and the riff is going do 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 do, but the synth is just going.
How does it go? But that might be a different, it might not be this one, you know what I mean? Let's try Polly.
Polly, but they get along.
Okay, so the arpeggiator is if you've got
both together. Yeah.
tempo going as well, Lee, right? So you want to go.
If I just poured a load of this one over the top of it.
I'm getting it now, look.
That was good. What was that last one? I can only apologise for the 20 minutes of your life you're never going to get back.
Dude, that is incredible. I mean, if you were sitting and doing, if you're, for instance, doing film scores.
Oh, film scores.
Yeah, if you do drugs as well. But if, let's say you're looking for something that, you know, you've never... This is a great thing to...
You know what my conclusion is? This is a gateway into the thing. This is like dead easy to use, got some easy to control synthy sounds, really obvious what it's going to do. It's the gateway pedal into making your guitar like a synth.
Yeah.
This one is a bit of a crazy thing. It'll just raucous, rawer, sort of more like a traditional
I love that.
Synthy
this
kind
is really
of sound.
Good. Tracks better.
And this, I don't know, man. This is deep diving. You got to be into this.
It's deep diving.
You got to want to have some really weird tunes and be prepared to spend a bit of time trying to get some.
And it's about 370 quid.
What?
Yeah, they're not cheap, these things.
Wouldn't you be better off just paying a keyboard player to come to the session?
Well, this is not just for guitar players. You know, this is this is inspirational stuff. This, you know, this is for me. I think it's not like I would have this and then play a pub gig and then go.
I used to get my hair cut by a bloke called Enzo.
I used to have a car called Enzo, and then the tax man came and took it away.
I like what you just played. Never had this much bass input.
No, these amps are just going to go.
We've probably destroyed them all.
Please. But
stop now.
Yes, we can, Lee. We can stop now. I really
Please dislike and unsubscribe.
I think this is really cool. I really think that's interesting.
Well, maybe they'll send you one. You can put it on your board.
If I go and do a guitar gig, I'm going to go and play guitar. But if I'm getting inspired to write, you know, film scores or you know, shoegazing or coming up with something else, but that is the thing. It's like an inspirational tool. You know
I
what
agree.
I mean? You know,
I do agree. That's who it's aimed at, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's like when you have your H9 and you're flicking through the presets. You go, I'm never going to use it, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, my guitar sounds like a keyboard. I'm just going to get inspired by that, you know. So, anyway, there we are. I know you didn't like this video, but okay, see ya. Cool. That's an end, isn't it?
Oh my god.